Thank you for welcoming us in your homes or in your device. This is Majesty Christian Television Network, and my name is Apostle Heliru Dokeno. Today we want to discuss something that will be a little bit controversial, but every day we are learning and we're supposed to learn. So we are going to talk about something that is too unique, about marriage. So in case you are planning to get married or you're already married, I encourage you to tune in and join this broadcast. Our topic today is on marriages in the African culture versus the European law. So diaspora marriages today are victims of major conflicts between some African customs, cultural values, and European family laws. As a result, some African households appear to be falling apart due to irreconcilable differences between the marriage partners. So in this broadcast, we want to examine some of the areas of conflict between the African values and the European family law, and how people who are caught up in this web of conflict can find rescue and solace. So our panel today are people who are also leaders in the community. They are also mothers. They will be telling us some of their views pertaining to this very topic. So they are community leaders in Amsterdam. In case you want to watch us live, please remember you can log on our Facebook, Radio Voice of Niger, or you can also send some of your questions on our WhatsApp number, which is 031 626 046 432, or you can watch us live right now on Voice of Niger on Radio Razo Facebook. So feel free to call the studio line also on +31 20 33 74 160 and join the broadcast live. So our panelists, I start from those at the back. I have Mrs. Rejoice Dose.
Yeah.
Say hello to our viewers, please.
Hello, viewers.
Thank you. Are you happy to be on Majesty TV?
Yes.
You're always well.
I'm
You're always
to be here once again.
You're always always here. Thank you for being with us today. And then we have Mrs. Choice Osagide. Say hello to our viewers out there, please.
Hello, viewers. I'm happy to be here again.
And then we have Mrs. Felicia Ekocha. Auntie Felicia, please say hello.
Hello, viewers. I'm also happy to be here today.
Awesome. And then we have Mrs. Cecilia Achon. Auntie Cici, can say hello to our viewers.
Hello. Peace be with you all.
Uh-huh.
We are back again.
Yes, exactly. So we have these ladies, and they really want to examine some of these things. And if you look, you can see that these are seasoned women here. So that is it for now. Once again, feel free to give us a call on the studio line, which is +31 20 33 74 160. So we are live now. Ladies, welcome to Majesty TV.
Thank you very much.
Wow. So you have seen that with the introduction, which I read, we want to provide solutions to some of the happenings. And we've seen that those of us in the diaspora, it's like we've forgotten a lot of our culture. And then we have really embraced everything about the European system. And somehow it's having conflict between some of us and their marriages. So how do we rectify some of these things? So I want us to check at the differences. Like in the African context, when you are married, you marry the whole family. But in Europe, we just marry alone. So how is it playing out now? What I mean is that in the contest, when you marry just your husband. And then those of us from Africa, we are now practicing it that way. But in Africa, do they still allow you to marry just one way? Just you and your husband alone? Or the marriage is crowded?
To start, let us.
Yes, any of us can.
Okay. In our African context, as we all know, if you are married, you are not married to that man alone. You are married to the whole family. You are married to your sister-in-law. You are married to your brother-in-law, and you are married to your mother-in-law and father-in-law.
Really?
Exactly.
You alone?
You alone.
It's a big problem now.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's a big load.
It's a big load.
On one person.
Exactly. Because these in-laws would like to interfere into your marriage life.
Continue, please.
They would like to interfere into your marriage life. They would like to know whatever that is going on between you and your husband.
Yes.
Whereas in European context, it's not like that. You live with your husband. You make decision with your husband.
Exactly.
That is European system.
Yeah.
Everything that the man is going to do, the man is going to discuss it with you.
Yeah.
With you alone.
Mm-hmm.
But in Africa, most men will sought advice from their parents.
Wow.
They won't even discuss things with you.
Yeah, okay.
As a woman, you don't have say. That's what they will tell you.
Yeah.
Because the system makes it to be, the man is the head of the family, and whatever he says goes.
Okay.
But
So even in the marriage context, yes, he is still the head.
He's still the head.
And then he doesn't allow the woman to speak.
He doesn't.
You mean that you cannot make any contribution?
Well,
or he has to share it first before he brings it to you?
Back home,
yeah,
the man and the family always discuss, make decision. If you are lucky, you will be present. But most time, the man will prefer to make all decisions with the family.
What do you mean by the family? Is it
the mother?
Because
the
when the Bible said they have been joined together, they become one.
Yeah.
So when you are saying family now, I'm confused. Is it the man and his wife?
No, I don't mean the man and his wife. I mean the whole family.
Yeah.
Mother-in-law, father-in-law, sister-in-law. Everybody would like to have say.
But what about if they are not living there with you? They are not living in the same house with you.
Well, let us assume, for instance, now we are living in the village, especially because this happens mainly in the village.
Yeah.
Because in township, it's different. Township, you may be living with your husband in a rented place.
Yeah.
But back home, you live in the compound. In that compound, your mother-in-law is living there.
Yes.
Your father-in-law is living there. Your brother-in-law is living there. So all these people would like to poke nose into your marriage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Whereas
crowded,
here in Europe,
yes,
you don't have it.
Yeah.
You live only with your husband in the house.
Yes.
And decision is being made.
Yes.
So when you are talking about the influence it has on our people here in Diaspora,
yeah,
you know,
yes,
when the people, women, when they come here,
yes,
they would like to take up the European law.
Yes.
And European law says you are married to your man,
Mm-hmm.
you have equal rights.
Yeah. 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 Exactly.
So, and that may be bringing conflict.
Exactly. Even under normal circumstances, I think you wouldn't want a crowded family. Yes, because, I mean, let's be realistic. Nobody wants to have a crowded life, you know. It's me and the man.
Yes.
Not me and his my mother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
My mother-in-law has his place, or will have her place. Mm-hmm. My father-in-law will have his place, and also the other ones. But when it comes to marriage, I think it's very good that they allowed it too. I always hear my father, he would tell my community people, allow them to marry.
Yeah.
Because when you don't allow the two to marry, there will be a lot of problems. All right. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that contribution. That's powerful.
For me, I think marriage, African marriage and European marriage is not that different.
Okay. Yeah, speak.
Yeah, because white people, they also get married. Their mothers, maybe mother-in-law and father-in-law, also have say in their marriages.
Yeah.
If something is going
Wrong. Exactly.
So all depends on the kind of marriage you have,
Okay.
the kind of connection you have
family.
between you and your husband. The man always determine the way the marriage go. If you marry a man that is always running to mommy anytime something is wrong at home, then the man is practically inviting the whole family into your home.
Yes.
Also
exactly.
with you, the woman, because in Africa we all live together. It's very easy for us to blab our problem to the next person. But in Europe, we live a very, very private life here.
Yes, it's true.
So it's difficult. I'm here alone and no parents, no nothing. So it's really difficult for me to pick a call and call my mom in Africa to tell her what is going on in my marriage home, whereby I know she cannot do anything to help me.
Yeah.
So that is also a different thing. Then what is really different in our Africa and European marriages is in Africa they expect a lot from you as a wife.
Wow.
But in Europe, it's not like that. Nobody should expect, not even your mother-in-law should expect you to do anything.
Like what? What are they expecting you to do?
Your mother-in-law can come to your house now. Oh, we came for a visit. You say, I can't cook. Darling, please, can you take your mother to dinner? You go and eat in the restaurant.
Yeah.
We come back home. But African marriage is not so. Your mother-in-law come from village to visit you and say, let's go and eat fast food. You are going down. Yeah, going down. Our mother-in-laws in Africa expect us to wash clothes for them, cook dishes. If it's pound for 13 people.
Really?
But in Europe, it's not like that.
Exactly.
That is the differences we have.
Yes, exactly.
Our family occupied us in Africa, but in Europe, not. It's not like the family don't interfere, but not as much as we, the Africans.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You are very plain, honey. That's it. Yes, you speak. So, yes, any of you can speak.
What I want to contribute is just to continue with what my sister said. It's true that we don't, most of the time, they don't appreciate, the family don't appreciate the woman or the wife at home, because a little thing, they always have fault with the woman. So they always talk to their sons too, that hey, where from this and why did you go this way, what is happening there, or your wife is not like this, when I came she frowned, or blah blah blah. So all the time they are finding fault. They are expecting, or they are looking into your face to see your reactions. Because they are always there. Even sometimes they don't give any information. They just come in bam. When they come, you don't have any say. I have come to my son, or I've come to my daughter, because it's vice versa. The wives to their parents does that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's both sides. So we have to look at the same both places, both the woman and the man. You know, so here, when you are coming to your son, you have to call your son or your daughter-in-law. I want to visit. When they said, oh, both of them, I discuss it. Are we ready? Are we going to? Can we allow them to come today, or we are tired? Because here you have to work. Throughout the whole week, you are working. So you have to work. So when they want to come out today, we are tired. We can't receive you. So let's make it this day or another time. And they will understand. But in the African culture, when your mother-in-laws or father-in-laws or your sister-in-laws are coming to you, even they don't give you any information. When they come and you can't accept them today, it becomes a whole lot of problems. It becomes a whole lot of problems. So to me, we have to be learning.
So that sort of culture that will make people to just boom, enter somebody's home. you're on the basis of the father. That's my brother-in-law. That's my brother. That's my brother. Yeah. So you just come at your own time without any proper making of appointment. I don't think it is good. And also, I don't think maybe making your daughter-in-law very nervous because you are the mother-in-law. I don't think it's good. Yeah. I don't think I buy to that, because any mother-in-law that have enjoyed marital relationship knows that it is not very easy.
Yeah,
so
that is also the difference between European and Africa. Africa mother-in-laws feel you are entitled to them, but European mother-in-law respect. They know the rules.
Okay.
So she don't cross it.
Yeah.
Africa, we don't have rules.
Okay.
We don't have limits.
Yeah.
Until maybe your husband has said, enough is enough, leave my wife alone. By then, you are in a big trouble. They might think, oh, you have killed my son with love, or you have given my son love medicine. So he's not listening to me anymore. A lot of people will say, look at European marriage, they make dinner. Maybe somebody can always come to your house unexpectedly.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not bad,
no.
But you will come to a white people house unexpectedly, and they just finished dinner.
Yeah.
They will tell you, we are sorry, we didn't expect you. Dinner is finished.
Yeah.
You will wait till tomorrow or go and eat bread.
Yes.
But Africa, your sister-in-law, your brother-in-law will come and visit you, say, I'm sorry, dinner is finished.
Yeah.
Tomorrow they are calling family meeting for you.
Really?
Yes. Your brother-in-law comes, so he would say to all the family that Joy is bad. My brother's wife is bad. I went to her house. I even smelled food sent in the house, but she told me food is finished.
Let me say something.
Yeah.
Let me say something.
Let me.
What I have to contribute here, you are talking of two different cultures.
Yeah.
White people have their own, and we have our own.
Yeah.
I think there are areas we are really perfect. We're supposed to be proud of our culture.
Amen.
This family coming together is one of the best things that have been helping we Africans.
Okay.
In Europe, the government take care of everybody.
Okay.
So we depend on whoever that can help. That has been part of us.
Yeah.
Remember, first of all, if it's even your mother-in-law, most marriages, your mother-in-law even introduce you to her son or to the family, or even a lady cannot ever enter into a family just for the husband alone. When things are going wrong, the same family will also come in. Sometimes the women also, their mothers come from outside to intrude also in the affairs, not only the husband's side.
Yeah, it's true.
Some mother-in-laws are really good.
Yeah.
Some daughter-in-laws are really bad. Also good. It depends. In our culture, you cannot knock. We don't normally lock doors. We keep our doors open.
Yeah,
it has been helping us. We have been happy with this type of culture. And let me tell you honestly, white people have been admiring that our culture, which they are trying to introduce right now into their own society. But it's a bit late. It's not.
We also admire their own culture because God said, once they get married to a woman, he didn't say the man, he didn't say the woman should leave his family, her family at home. No, he said the man should leave her home and follow the wife.
So if a man leave the family and follow the man.
I have not finished yet.
Yes, I'm sorry.
That's our culture, really. Oyibo, if it's possible for them to, because that's why I see them having all the beauties, how you can put people together. It's good to have a good relationship in every family, but it depends on some families are not good. Yeah. When you enter into a wrong family, it's all for a lot of problems. Yeah. You can get a bad mother-in-law and bad daughter-in-laws. But I think I prefer that our African way.
Even when it's very crowded. Be honest to yourself. When you were younger and then your marriage was crowded, did you enjoy it?
My marriage has not been crowded.
Okay.
No, my marriage. I don't think it has.
So you didn't experience it then?
No, because when I have my child, when you have a bad person is a bad person.
Yeah.
When you enter into a good family, you will enjoy everything they do there. Nobody will bother you there, and you will enjoy yourself being between your brother-in-law and the sister-in-law. They are there supporting you.
Yeah, but they're also going to get married, isn't it?
Exactly.
sister-in-law will have his wife too.
Okay.
And your sister-in-law will also get married.
Okay, so this thing we're talking about is also, we are the people doing it. Is it not so? I'm also part of it. This is our culture. This is the way we do things. So should I complain that they are maltreating me when I'm also doing it to another person? If it is our culture. So I'm also into it. So we're supposed to get used to our culture and then enjoy it.
Yeah,
but when it's what is wrong, I'm still maintain that what is wrong is wrong. If you know the right thing to do to maintain peace in a community, that's the best thing. That's my own contribution.
Excuse me, just as what she said, my sister at my back, your mother-in-law back home anyway can just purge into your home without
It's our culture.
It's our culture.
Yes.
Yeah. And what she said, probably you have finished eating, and maybe at that moment, let me see, there is no more soup in the pot, No, I'm coming. The way the culture is, Your mother-in-law expects you, no matter how late it is, to go to the kitchen and cook for her. For her, it doesn't matter if you are working or you are not working, whether it is late or not late, because she visits you, then you have to provide her. And what she say, Oyibo or the white people will just tell you, we just finished dinner, we are sorry. Then you have to wait till tomorrow, But just you are saying, we cherish our own culture. Because why do we cherish our own culture? Because it makes us also to live in peace, unless when you come into a very, very difficult family, just as she's saying, and they try to choke you in that marriage.
Well, somebody's contributing. Somebody's contributing on Facebook. Dickie Nasayende, Decency. Thank you for joining us on Facebook. Your contribution is, there is big difference between Western and African marriage. The parents have no say in the marriage, in the Western marriage, but in African marriage, the parents have a say in the marriage. And then you also said you are expected to take care of your father and mother-in-law in African marriages, but in the Western marriage, it is not mandated.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. So that means we must take care of our mother-in-law and father-in-laws in the African marriages, but in the Western marriage, it's not
we are
mandated.
Obligated in Africa.
It's compulsory.
We are obligated, but in Europe, they are not obligated to do anything for anybody except the man. Now
they are trying to introduce you that you don't take your old your parents to the old people's home. You take care of your parents. So how do we? Because the young people of today will be the old people of tomorrow. So if we are used to a particular culture, let's. What is wrong is wrong. That's my own point. What is wrong? If your mother-in-law should come in the night when you have already finished eating, nobody will even tell you to go to. She wouldn't tell you that. You know it yourself, because how can my mother-in-law come here? I didn't bring food. You yourself.
Because you feel obligated.
No. Your conscience, because you are brought. That is the way you are brought up.
No, but why would she come in the night?
Maybe there was a delay on the road or what?
Oh,
maybe.
Okay. Wait. If there was delay, that means no phone. She must have hinted you. You must have been aware that she's coming, isn't it? Or it's just by accident she left her home and she's coming now in the night.
I don't know what must have prompted that.
Okay, let's assume.
Can I say something?
Wait, not only you.
Okay.
Yeah, let's assume that she left her home late. Okay, and she's coming. You say maybe something happened with the buses or whatever. She couldn't arrive there. But before she leaves, did she send message that she was
She's
coming?
supposed to tell you now when there's a good relationship. Of course.
Okay.
Unless the one coming to make trouble. That trouble is trouble.
Okay,
you know it now.
But in that case, it's no more by accident. That means you know that she's coming. So if she comes in, no matter how late it is, you have to make provision for her.
Yes.
Yeah, because we are saying unexpectedly.
Yes. Excuse me.
In Africa, there is no phone to call
in those
that
days,
I'm coming. Even up to now, Oma don't have phone in Africa.
Excuse me. In those days when we were at home, I'm referring so many years ago. There were no phones.
You
know, and could be you are living. Let me see, a village next to the village, your sister and your in-law. People come unannounced.
Yes, they come all the time.
They don't have the phone to call you. they don't send an error
Yeah.
to somebody to tell you,
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
So they come impromptu.
Yeah, they always come.
So you don't know.
Yes, they always
Of
come.
course, as an African woman, you're supposed to go to the kitchen and cook. But it can happen at that moment that maybe there is nothing in the kitchen.
Yes, you explain to her.
Yeah.
You explain it to her. She
Cecilia,
run,
no matter-
it's supposed,
Explaining is not
No
the
matter
issue.
how you
she's
explain.
taking it.
no, don't.
Because when she goes to bed,
Yeah.
empty stomach. Let me
Oh,
put it that way.
How can a matured person be empty?
No.
No.
This is really funny.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
talking in terms of culture. Yeah. When she goes back,
Before she left her home and she was entering this journey, doesn't she know that there can be some possibilities of her not eating food?
let me tell.
In European culture, you will see the white woman who make food and love, even bread.
Yeah.
White people are very good with that.
Yeah.
Even when they are coming, they know they are coming to eat with you.
They
They
still have
will
something.
always
Bread.
bring something.
Especially
Why?
the Dutch, they
A
always have
little
bread.
thing with them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Enjoy.
my
But
God.
we Africa, we are not like that.
No. It's not true. My mother-in-law can never be seen without a tuber of yam and things. They always come with things.
Even with bag of Gary,
Yeah, they always come with something.
Is it only the mother-in-law? What about the husband and wife in African marriages and in European marriages? It's not only the family. Our husband, how did they treat us? Is it the way white people treat their wife? Our husband treat us. Our husband treat us like Africa. Our husband expect us to cook, clean, do everything.
and they sit and wear only the broom.
Yeah. They don't even want to wash dishes because they feel we will disrespect them when they feel.
We are talking about culture here.
Yes, all goes
Wait.
together. It's not
Yeah.
only
But
the
if we
family.
have a culture
this
which
is-
is undermining
Yeah,
the
we have
other
to.
sex,
We have
if
to.
we have a culture
But
that
here,
is
can I come
enslaving,
into?
yes, if we have a culture that is enslaving the other one, the other one is now looking like not a partner
Then how do we
anymore.
see? That is not right. What is wrong is wrong.
Yeah,
When you marry a wrong husband,
Yeah,
he will
exactly.
maltreat you. The
Exactly.
right husband will take care of the wife. Know that
Exactly.
if I lose this woman, the money I spend to get this woman will be hard, even to find somebody like her. So he will always help you. But when you get a wrong husband, you face the consequences because you chose him.
For the woman to cook and take care of the children is not a wrong husband. It's our tradition.
Yeah.
Man go to work, women stay home and cook. We are already brought up like that.
Yeah.
Gender issue. That is not like your husband is bad because you cook. No, it's tradition.
Yes.
Women are made to
Okay.
cook. That is what they teach us. When you are growing up, they don't force the boys to cook as much as they force with the women to learn how to cook. Why is that? Because they know when we get married, we are going to cook for our husband,
Like
not
your-
the other way around.
Like your president said it. Your president said that women's office is in the kitchen. But now women don't want it anymore.
That is
like
our
here,
tradition.
like
here.
That is
Okay,
our
let's talk
tradition.
about yes. Let's
Like here, everybody is working. Most of the women are working and the men too are working. So that when both of them come out, so that the partners have to make time for the children to who will go and pick the children. Maybe today I'm on night duty.
Yeah.
So my husband will come in the morning. So when he comes by, then the woman has prepared the children already to take them out. But most of the African men too, they feel they are the boss. So the woman you have to manage your own time. How you can take your children. I'm tired, so if I'm back, I have to sleep. I can't take the children to school or wherever they have to take them. Some of them do it.
Lazy
So those
one.
who understand it, they help their wives.
They try to learn.
Yeah.
When we come here,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
the men come
they
here,
try. They have to-
try to learn. They try to adjust.
So
to the
most of them
European
have this
system.
African mentality that the women are below, so they are the
Not
head
below
of the family.
our duty. They share it. Women have duty. Men have duty. That does not mean I'm below my husband.
Well,
No,
you're digressing from the point.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not what we
yeah.
are discussing. We are still in one point. The first one is that the marriages here
Between.
are crowded. I mean, the European marriages are just like you marry just the man alone, but in Africa, it's like it's crowded. That's what we've been discussing. So we want to take another issue again. When you are married here, the sex, and you have a child, the sex really doesn't matter to them. So if you have male or female, if you have a baby boy or baby girl, I mean, the family, they are just happy. But in Africa, if you marry and then you have baby, and you didn't produce the first child is not the male, it's like something, you have done something wrong. Okay? So here, any sex of the child make the parents happy.
Yeah.
But in Africa, even your sister-in-laws and brother-in-laws will intrude because you've just given birth to a baby girl. Instead of a baby boy. Why is it that way?
It's still the culture we are talking about.
Yeah.
It's still the culture.
Can I come?
Back home,
okay.
finish, back home, if we look into our own system from Igbo land, Nigeria, they prefer a male child. Why? Because they want a continuation of their name.
Blood lineage.
Blood lineage, yeah. A man can be having 5 girls without a male boy.
Yeah.
He is not happy.
Really?
Yeah, because he wants somebody to continue his name.
But the girl can still, the baby girl can still carry his name.
No, in our own culture, as a woman, when you are married, you drop your father's name.
All of them?
Of course.
Yes.
That was before.
Well, I don't know what they do now, but
that was before.
As far as I know,
you drop your father's
if
name.
you are married,
no, like I'm Helen Ife Owu Dokenu.
That is the European system. It's not
so
culture.
That's the way it is. Even here, that's the way I married him.
But in Europe, let us talk about Dutch system now. If you are married to a Dutchman, you can keep your father's name and add the name of your husband.
Yes, yes.
That is the system here.
Yeah.
But back home, we don't normally do that unless they are introducing that now. Back home, when I was at home, let me say it that way, it was not existing. When you are married, you drop your father's name and you answer your husband's name.
Yes.
So that's why when they give birth to, let me say,
baby boy,
they are really happy than when they have, let me say, 10 girls.
Wow.
Because the girls will marry by his grace.
But the girls take good care of the parents more than the boys.
Yes.
That's a different issue.
That's a different
But they
issue.
don't know that.
Yeah. You know, back home, when you go to
issue.
the village, you live in the compound. And we live in the extended family.
Yeah.
You may be having 4 brothers or 5 brothers. I mean, your husband. If you have only girls, and it happens, all girls, they are all married. Yeah. When you die, then your name won't continue. You don't have any share. All the share, let me say, the land property from the family goes to your brothers. You don't have anything again. There is nothing to.
So that's the reason why.
That's the reason why.
I wanted to say that.
So why are you caring about when you die? When you die, you are going to heaven, and then you still want to be having inheritance on earth.
Even the Bible said it's also in the Bible. It's what when we say in Igbo we call amechi. That is the lineage will never close. It's only through men can you get that lineage continuous. Yeah. But when a woman, even if you keep your daughter to produce for you, it will still be another man's own blood, not that blood of the family. That compound that belongs to, we call Obi, that belongs to you, nobody should come from outside to take it away from you. But here, you have government doing everything for people. If you have a rented house, if you die, you are out. But in Africa, it's not like that. That lineage, that's what we are struggling for. Even if the boy is a fool, they look for a woman to maintain that. It's like a royal families here in England, the English royal families.
Yes, let us speak. Yes, speak. You wanted to say something. Yeah. Wow.
To me, everywhere in Ghana too, most of the tribes too, they do it. That because of the inheritance, so they would like you to bring forth a male child first. But we have forgotten that we are not the creator.
Yeah, exactly.
It's God who creates.
Yes.
So whatever God has given you first, you have to accept it.
Yes.
But
that's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to accept it. So maybe you get the girl first. You don't know what the girl will become tomorrow, whether he carries your name or not. But that family, she's there. She will stand for the family. Nobody knows. And the female, sometimes you get the girlfriend first. Your second one might be a boy. then that one will continue to inherit whatever you want your boy to inherit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are some families who they give only girls. It's not from the woman. It's the man who produces, who shoots the bullets, and the bullet catch when. Sorry.
Exactly.
But, yeah,
the bullets. Yes.
when it's a girl, you have to
That must determine the sex.
When it's a girl, the woman has to accept it and carry it. The woman will not say that it's a girl, so I will not take it. He has to. That's what God has given. That one we have to understand it. So still, those cultures, the elders have to think about that.
We know they know this is a culture.
Excuse me, let me quickly add something there. Okay. This culture, this is not only black culture alone. If you go back to history, you will see that right from time, even the European people have been oppressing women. Yeah. There was a time in Europe women don't cook and they don't go to school. They stay home and take care of the children. They fight for it before they become what they are today. So we all have attended this tradition. We want a better life. No woman wants to be married and feel miserable in her husband's house. Exactly. Tradition or no tradition. Yes, exactly. Why people have passed through this, it's our time to also pass through it.
Yeah, we don't need to.
It's our time.
It is God who made. Excuse me. It is God who made that way. God shut, the house duty. The male goes to look for money while the woman takes care of, because it is a duty. You take care of the house, cooking and taking care of it. That's a very big job. Your husband goes outside, you produce.
From time. That is why when some people have guests, they keep on crying.
Yeah.
Why do you give me guests?
Exactly, it's terrible.
Because the culture
have made it that way. Exactly.
Right from time. It's now the last see women can be president. Women can be this. Women can be that. Now nobody feel, oh, you have to give me a boy. But before, they feel boys can do this, soldier, president, work, good job. We women, we are nothing. All we are good for is in the kitchen producing children. But now it's changing. The world is changing, so it's not the tradition.
It is the responsibility you give yourself. Yes. You don't speak that way. Nobody gave you that responsibility. God gave us. What did God say to us? What did God say to us?
God said women take care of the job at home, and men go outside.
Where is it written? Women take care of.
No, when you go to Genesis, when God, women produce.
We are talking about culture.
It's still the same culture going. It's still the same culture going.
Most married women don't go to work. They stay at home
to take care of the home.
It's a sort of job, taking care of children.
Take care of the children. And then the men work outside. But now,
because of too much bills,
civilization, I will put it civilization, women also go to work. And here in Holland, if you compare the working class women here in Holland comparable to other countries, here is lower. Most women here, they do part-time work, whereas majority people in other countries, women, work full-time.
But so I didn't know how this job thing came about, because we are talking, we are talking about having a baby boy and having a baby girl, and why in Africa it is being valued because when you have a baby boy.
Men right from time. Nobody value women right from time. They feel men can farm even where there was no school. You give girls, you born girls. Who is going to help the man to farm? Nobody will help me to farm, so I cannot have big land. So they want many boys. So the more children, the more boys they have, the more land they can create, the more land they can farm. It started like that. You know, it's not like they feel we are not that valued. Right from time, right from origin.
The reason they have said it, the reason is because they want the lineage to continue. The name of the man, of your father to continue.
You see a woman who want to kill herself will give birth 10 times because the process of looking for a boy.
Exactly.
Why?
That's also another thing.
Why is that? You want heritage? You can't work. You can't do your own thing.
That is why there is polygamy.
No,
so if
let
they
me
see that you are not bringing forth boys, then they
They
go
go
and
again
marry
and
another
get-
woman,
let me say, look,
thinking that the woman will give them a boy.
that's
no,
not
you
allowed
said
to marry.
why is it like this, and we say this is the reason.
Yeah.
So if we can make some amendment, that's what we have to discuss.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
what reason have they to do this?
Yeah.
It's because of this reason.
Yeah.
Because of the blood
But
lineage.
if the-
we
if
need
the
both
reason-
women, both females and males in the family. We
If
need
we-
both of- because
yeah,
your
but-
a mother is also a woman.
No, but the fact
Uh-huh.
is this, there's no need to hold to this sort of rigid culture when it's no more helping. Because look at what Joy said.
That's what we have
Because
to look
of
at.
the fact that the woman must be valued and must make that must make babies. So she goes about making up to 10 because she just wants to have an inheritance
Yeah.
in the family.
Yes.
But I mean,
Yeah.
How
we
do
have
we-
seen women now. We have seen baby girls now who have grown to become presidents.
Yes.
And Queen.
Well, they
Don't
are
forget the Queen
we
of
have
England. It's
taking
a
good
woman.
care. Yeah, exactly. So
She
we
brought
should
a man to the
That
family.
is also culture.
He brought a man
So
into the
we
family.
also bring man
Eh-heh.
But is
If
anything
it's
wrong with
possible,
that?
if it's possible, then let's try. Try
Okay,
it.
like the Queen of
to
England.
bring a man. If women can bring men, that's
Yes.
okay.
That is the way the Bible said it. We bring men into the family. We are not supposed to live. We bring our husband will
Exactly.
live
Yes.
his own
Okay,
family
then it's good. Then,
and join mine.
Yeah, he said,
That
yes,
is the
then
way
shall the
it
man
is.
live and join.
Yes.
Become one
Okay,
in the family.
okay, the man will come
Yeah,
out.
they become
Yes.
one. It is the way
Yes.
it is.
That's the way. That's what the Bible
Is
says.
that what Bible?
That's
What
yeah.
the Bible says.
Okay,
The
but-
one that must do the living is the man.
Okay.
He shall leave the father and the
Yeah.
mother.
And
shall
joined
join.
with the woman.
But
Not
when-
the
It's
woman
blood,
joining
it's
with
blood,
the
it's
man.
blood. They talk about blood.
They
Not
become-
Which blood?
Go and read your Bible.
Well, those of you who are watching us, thank you for
look at these women. Yet we answer men's name when they have to follow us. Oh, then we have to change the
What my
culture.
sister said.
I don't
How are we
know.
going to correct it?
Because the tradition
Wow,
starts
somebody is
from
really
the Bible.
writing here.
Yeah.
It's so much. Somebody
Read
who
it.
is watching on the Facebook, it's really making a lot of contribution. But unfortunately, my glass has broken, so I don't know what to do now.
You
Because
see,
it fell off.
correction.
And then it,
to correct the culture, you have to go back to the roots.
You can enlarge
Because
it.
you cannot
If it's too
just
small, you can
correct
enlarge
the
it.
culture.
Yes, I've been trying to
Yeah.
enlarge it, but
I think myself, if you want to bring any
It's not working.
correction, you have to go back to
everything
the
is just
village.
Women
falling
don't
and
have
falling.
much to
So I
do
don't know
to
what
do
to do.
Yeah, you have to go back to the village and start educating people. Yeah, start educating people.
Exactly.
Yeah, and by
Wow,
education,
it's a lot too.
then maybe they
Yeah,
may.
but that was our tradition. Now tradition is changing.
Yeah.
My husband cannot go and discuss what concern me and my children with his parents before he will come to me. What's going on?
Well, let me read what the man is writing here. Thank you once again, Deacon Osayinde. He said the Western marriage is only between the man and the woman without interference of both family. It has to do with integration. A man and woman should be shouldered with the housekeeping.
Yeah.
Okay. So he says it is called emancipation.
Yeah.
Isn't that self-opinion?
Wow. Well, thank you so much for contributing, and
It's not for
Sister Claire, Nosike, Ernest, Amin, you all have joined, and please, if you have any contribution, you can also write it, and then we can read it out for you. Well,
There is one other
let's
thing. Overcrowding what Auntie said is true with our African marriage. For example, for a white people marriage, the mother-in-law will come and meet her son in the kitchen, making dinner for the wife and children.
yeah,
She will not say anything. She will
She
go
will
and
not
join
be
the woman or join the son, help the son, then they all eat. But African mother-in-law will come and meet
Call your
her
woman
son
rapper.
in the kitchen cooking
it's
while you
a
are
woman
playing
rapper.
games
Yeah.
with your children in the living room. He will ask my pikin.
Waiting.
It's not our culture. Let's maintain our culture. I'm be proud
Where
of
did
it.
they write in our
I'm
culture
proud
that
of it.
a
We're
woman
not white.
Is
We are
there any
black.
book?
We are black.
Is
We're
there
not
any
white.
book guiding this culture?
okay. What
That is
your
what I
culture is
want to
that
know.
we have to. Your culture is that the woman would the woman will go to work. Is she supposed to work or she's not
A
supposed to work?
man works and brings money
No,
home.
no. Oh, okay, so that
Woman
means,
stays at home, take
she
care
stays
of.
at home.
Yes.
But
because of too much one. That's why we're having too much problems in the world today.
Unfortunately, it's not that way now.
So what is changing it?
Oh,
is it changing it?
You mean that after I've gone to
now-
school, I will stay at home?
That's education.
now-
And who takes care of the children? Who takes care of the children?
Didn't I study so that I can also?
But who takes care of your children?
Well, I will sit
Then you invite somebody who come there and be playing one kind game with the children. Tomorrow the children become something else. Let's go deep into this matter.
Wow,
God will say women take care of, and then why must every woman every morning every morning? It's not in every family. You know, it's not in every family.
Yes,
okay, what if I go to my daughter's own house? Will her man say, oh, it's crowded? Then it's okay if I go to my daughter's own house. Or when my son's when I go to my son's house and it's overcrowded.
Your son is cooking. When you go to your son's house and your son is cooking,
you tell
for
your
his
daughter-in-law.
What will
It
you
depends.
do?
It depends.
What is depends?
It
No,
depends.
what will you do? Will you like it or not?
If it's not our culture, why should I like it?
What is
It
your
is not our
culture?
What is
culture.
in our
Women cook more than the women.
Okay, are we
the
supposed to
men.
practice it here now in the diaspora?
It depends.
Because
If your husband
all
doesn't
of
want
us
to
are
cook,
working
if your
now.
husband, that's the problem because
No, I said all of
everybody's
us are working. If the man
Everybody's
wants
working.
But me, I
The
don't
husband.
understand.
No, the point is when we're working, your husband's work. It depends. It's common understanding.
Exactly.
My husband, two of us went to work. When we come home, we share the house
Responsibility, yes.
responsibility. Understand me?
Yeah.
There'll be no problem. But why must he bring a problem? This is the way we
It
do
doesn't
it.
need
We're
to
supposed to. No, it shouldn't bring
I
a
have a
problem.
question
We're
for
supposed
you.
to
What about
understand
as
each other.
both of you went home, then your husband go and sit in the living room on the TV with newspaper and send you to the kitchen alone to cook? Will you like it?
You challenge him, now it's your husband.
Okay.
So most of them don't
But
understand.
but people don't touch. You don't even. What
No,
are
you
doing?
see what she said? She said you will challenge him.
If you like,
It's your husband.
I will not.
Then you went to go and challenge your husband in Africa.
He slapped
that
you.
we are both tired. He didn't help you in the kitchen and see what the family will say.
Yeah, but here you can challenge.
Yeah, you can
and
challenge.
because
In
so
Africa,
with
she
him,
cannot.
but
She
in
married
Africa-
here. She lived all her life
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
So she don't know. Nobody interfere. No family. Will family come from Africa to come and interfere in your marriage here?
Do we-
So you don't know what it
Do we
is.
remember when we go to Africa with our kids and then all that family members
You
come to
can't
take care
tell
of
me,
our
they can't
children?
talk to you.
Do you remember when we go home, we say, oh, our children are free to play because there are people who will take care of them and we are free to move wherever we like because we have people, our sister and our brother around that will take care of our kids?
Yeah.
What about that? Meanwhile, here in Europe, it's not like that.
Well, what
It's
we
not
are-
like that.
what we are
We are-
saying-
European, you cannot compare us with the European.
I prefer my
Netherlands
culture.
people have cousin, have niece.
They
have
don't come,
mama,
no communication.
have papa. There's communication.
No.
Yes.
No,
They go
they don't
with their
come.
children.
Yeah.
Look at this vacation and go to the beach. You see Opa and the children.
Yeah,
Oma and
Oh,
the children.
okay, now-
What is the difference?
now we are changing the thing we are
They
saying
even
here.
babysit for their children.
Oh, now we're changing
I
now,
live with
okay.
them.
Yeah.
I see them. Oma, your mother-in-law can babysit for you.
Yeah.
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 So we
what are you saying?
where are you going now? What are you saying?
No,
she's saying
no, you're confused.
I'm not confused.
You are confused.
She is
I
saying
think we're gonna take a little bit break.
because we
Because-
depend on
no,
each other.
no.
That is the reason why they should prognose into our marriage. No,
Well,
it's not enough reason.
Yeah.
Well, we have heard you, Miss Joyce. Nobody's prognosing into your marriage, please. So we have heard. But can we move on to
Yes,
communication? Because it is very easy for them to have communication here, husband and wife, in the European law. But in the African law, it's like we don't have very good communication. You said it earlier on. The woman have almost like no say. Because the man communicates with his family and whatever they decide is what would happen. So that is not a good culture
No,
anyway.
it isn't. Because
Because if you treat somebody's daughter that way,
yeah.
and then you make her look like a stooge, it's not good.
communication is very, very important in marriage or in everywhere you are.
Yeah.
Because without proper communication,
Communication.
there is always problem.
Yes. It's
Here
true.
in Europe, a man and a woman, they sit together.
Yeah,
They talk. Both serious talk or minor talk.
yeah,
They discuss on what to do, how to forge ahead.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly. But back home,
Yeah,
in brackets anyway, it's not all the family.
yeah.
Okay, simple.
Yeah, no, we have to be honest.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But majority
Yes,
of our men, we sought advice
from there.
from their own mother or father or sister mother-in-law, they won't discuss things with the wife.
Oh.
Yeah, it's possible.
They will discuss with their own family.
Yes.
Wow.
And especially when you have a mother-in-law that always intrude. You know, that always intrude in everything, poke nose in everything. And probably the son,
mother-in-law should not poke nose anymore.
the son,
They have a name now.
the son is the type we call mother's child, you know. When
Mama's
Mama's baby, yeah. When a man is like that, if you are married to him, you have problem. Because every little thing, he will run to the mother. And whatever the mother says to him is what he takes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
That's what you
Is
have.
that part of our tradition? Is that part of African tradition or not?
Most people, that's what I say.
There are
in brackets.
something-
People in brackets.
Sometimes we claim tradition for nothing. For other people, weak point or stupid characters. They will say it's tradition. That is not a tradition. A real man never go and be blabbing what is going on in his home outside. A real man will never do that. Will never run to mama and complain. So that is not part of our tradition. Part of our tradition.
And women, what about women who go to court complain? What about that?
You know we are the weakest. We do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's allowed. You know, your mother will come from outside to attack your husband.
The women to do it.
Your mother will say,
The women to do it. A little thing, then they run away. They run to their mother.
Okay.
Oh, this
It's
my
so-
husband has done this.
it's
My
so-
husband
my
has done
husband
that.
was
sometimes they come to
marrying
beat
me.
the husband
My
up.
mother told my husband,
These women are talking
you
too
are
much
going
today.
to marry me and my
They're
daughter
angry.
together.
Eh?
My husband is going to marry me and my mother.
Your mother said that.
Yes.
Did you see
together.
that?
Who said that?
You see, that's it's not to overcrowd when
Who
we're
said
talking
that?
here.
Who said? What did you say?
Tradition, is it not the African? Yeah. The way you treat me, if you have to, you know, you will marry me, you marry my mother together.
You see that?
Oh, that you said.
It's our culture. When it comes to women's side, it's okay.
It's a problem.
Look at which women.
That's bad. That's bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Did you see that?
But that is what we
Know what I'm
said
talking
just now. The man, he marry, he leave his parents, he's coming to join me and my family.
And yet,
So
answer his
he
name.
come to join you and your family, and he now is from an Iroko tree.
Exactly.
And that is what is making women.
Oh.
This is what is making women. This is no. This is what is making some sister or daughter-in-laws to be very bad.
Yeah.
They don't have value for the families that marry them.
Okay.
And that is very wrong.
Okay,
as
that's
well.
it. Okay.
Very.
That's what
Because
I'm
they have
talking
the
about.
mentality the man must live to join them.
Me and my mother.
Yeah.
Me and my mother.
Oh my
but your
God.
mother cannot come
Well,
and talk to you.
let me wait.
There's another logical thing. Your mother, the mother of the woman in the house, will never come to the child house to come and spoil the house.
Who told you that?
Hey.
I mean, we saw it was up where a mother-in-law became pregnant.
For
Became pregnant for the son-in-law, and then when the daughter realized that the mother was not pregnant for the husband, the guy jumped out from the bed.
Okay.
The guy jumped out from the bed and died.
11 and died.
That is a taboo.
See? Okay, now.
Can you imagine that? Well, let's take another topic before we just round up. In Europe, married women, when you see a married woman, there's no difference between a married woman and a spinster in the way they dress.
Yeah.
But in Africa, when a woman is married, is there any way to notice that this woman is married? And must we always dress that way so that everybody will know you are married? And if you don't dress that way, does it mean you are not respecting your marriage?
Excuse me, can I answer?
Yeah.
Well, I go back to our...
Like the way you are dressed now, the way this. So I wish
These
we have
are married-
the
these are
camera
married
back.
women supposed
I
to
wish they
dress.
can show us.
Not
Yeah.
the way me I'm dressing.
Oh, okay. Like this.
See that?
And then,
2 rappers.
I'm still married.
Yeah, exactly. Then
So let's
me,
talk about it. Difference.
the way me I'm dressing is not the way married women dress in Africa.
No.
I'm an example.
You know? You know what I'm saying? That culture,
Yeah.
that culture, it has value. You know?
Okay.
It has value because back home, I always say back home, in the villages, when you see a married woman,
yes,
nobody will tell you.
How?
The person dressed, our rapper, 2 rappers.
Oh.
With head tie. You know?
Head tie too?
Yeah, yeah. Especially when they are going to occasion. Yeah. When they are going to market or they are going to church or any place of importance.
Yeah.
So when they are at home, okay, most of the time they don't put the
headgear.
The head there,
yeah,
but they dress
like
that way. So if you are a married woman,
wow,
just as she said, and you
Jesus,
are dressing this way,
yeah,
stand up.
Stand up, let them see. Let them see your jeans. Let them
with
see your
trouser.
We are not seeing you.
Look at the turn trouser.
Although civilization is coming, they are not trying to wear
don't do this at home.
It's not allowed. They will find you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
No, they will say, why are you always dressing like someone who doesn't have husband?
No, you look irresponsible when you dress,
you know. In the village,
yeah,
if you are among them, if you are among the meeting,
yeah, and you are wearing trousers,
they will find
is
you.
it any type of trouser or
whatever is trouser?
If you wear skirt, it must be above your knees.
Yeah. You know, nowadays in Nigeria or back home, people also wear trousers. Yeah. So in the villages also, married women are trying to copy them to wear trousers.
Yeah.
So what the Christian mothers, what I know in the village, they have made law. As far as you are married.
Hey, this one is a hard one.
They have made law. As far as you are married.
She has title. Yeah.
And you are a member of the Christian mothers.
Yeah.
You can never wear trousers.
Yes.
Oh.
No matter where you are going.
That's good.
You have to put on their traditional dress. And if you defy them, they will fine you. Not until you pay the fine, you won't come to the meeting.
So if I wear trousers, I'm in my husband's home. I'm in my husband's house. And I'm just wearing my trouser, doing my things in my own house. And they enter, they come to my house. I mean in the village.
When I'm going to meeting.
Okay, it's only when I'm going to the meeting.
Of course. Outside.
Okay.
But that
going outside is different from going to meeting.
It's the same thing.
No, if I'm going outside, maybe I need to go and pick up something somewhere. I must.
If any of them sees you
with trousers,
you are in trouble.
Anywhere.
No, it can't.
Where? Nowhere or in Nigeria?
Yeah, I mean in the village.
Oh yeah, I don't know about this.
In the village.
The only thing
before, because no civilization now, back home people are now wearing trousers and so it happens that most women now they put on
whatever
trousers.
they like.
Always they are in trousers.
Yeah.
So the Christian mother said they won't accept it anymore.
Wow.
So if you are a member of the Christian mother, you have to dress the normal way a married woman.
I remember by then, even Tina is still there. The first thing a man buys for his wife is 2 wrappers. They're not trousers. And I don't say they should not be, but dressing awkwardly, that's what I don't understand. When you say a married woman wearing torn clothes with a husband, what does it signify?
What do you wear torn clothes?
A torn clothes, total torn clothes, even till the laps. Let's be honest with ourselves. Just torn clothes, and your husband is following you. What does it signify? No, it's not. It doesn't look decent at all. It doesn't look decent at all. Your husband's supposed to tell him, "Woman, I'm married your laps." Not you don't tell people to sharing you with me. Hide it for me. Your love belongs to your husband. Not going outside and then.
What I don't understand now, even the Africa who say okay we are Europe, even the Africa, even the marriage women. What I don't understand is the fallopian pint and the tight they are using.
Don't mind.
And before marriage woman can ever dress like that.
No.
You wear fallopian pint, then you wear leg tight, which we are supposed to wear inside clothes. White people make those tight for us to wear under things. But now you see marriage women with their flat butt. With that fallopian pint.
It's more of the southern. When you go to more of the southern, not another they still cover up. They still cover up. I say we who say we went to school, but to learn how to expose our body.
I feel very embarrassed anytime I see it.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Really?
Yeah, what this time wear fallopian pant, everybody's looking at
But
you.
what, excuse me, those fallopian pants we are talking about, they can only
It's not for marriage.
they can only do it here. They won't do it.
I
back
said they
home.
are doing it back home. You
Back
don't
home.
see them.
Don't see your other film actors.
It's worse. Nigeria is worse than us. We living here.
What is surprising me, please permit me to say this,
Yeah,
so, honestly. I don't know who is listening, but please, it's my view. This one that women are now dressing, that you look at their backside, you don't know where to put your face. Because they are bottomless. I mean, there's nothing, you know?
That is
There's
what
nothing.
I'm saying. The fallopian pant they are wearing.
I don't know whether you mean the what they call straight. No, it's not that one. That one is even different. But we were talking about the one that makes their backside. It's like you'll be seeing all the dimples of their backside, and then they don't wear the normal pants.
Yeah.
That
Is it tight? They are
Yeah,
wearing
it's
now?
tight pants. It's tight. It's called leggings. You're supposed to wear it under skirt.
What is strong?
Under your things. But now I see girls even here, but in Africa, if they're wearing it like that, you can see the way God created them.
Even some of them
And
stick.
and
that
have
you can wear it like that.
when
you have
the
the pure
stick is
cotton
black.
one. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
but
why
not
you
the
can wear it.
pinky, the colored one.
Ones,
You
yeah.
see all their body, all their skills.
No, but that's not the one I'm talking about.
She's talking.
The one I'm talking about is, we have the underwear, okay? But in these days now, I went to Nigeria, I was seeing that almost all the women, their backside is just raw.
That's what they learn from school.
That's, it's like
That's
they
what
don't
education
have
brought
any-
Africa.
They don't have anything anymore.
No
So
no more
they are
respect.
just knocking the buttocks.
If education make us not to respect our
Do you
culture, what
understand?
is the need for
Both
it?
also married people.
Okay.
Oh.
Just knocking it that way. There's nothing more. You can't see any, because if you're talking about strings, that's different. But haven't you seen it? You
What
guys
is-
are acting as if
what-
you don't know.
What is wrong is wrong.
I mean, what they are wearing now, don't you see? Well, because when they turn,
it's not only here, because before, at least the way we were brought up.
Yeah.
When you we almost have what we call shimmy underwear.
yeah, but they don't wear
so
that
that
one.
your pants won't be transparent.
No,
Yes.
yeah.
So,
But now, what
nowadays-
they are wearing is like that shimmy, but in a short form. Okay? So it makes it that there is no more line. So they will now go and wear very tight clothes, and then you look at the back,
And what do
you
the
only see only
husbands say?
bottom.
What do the
Are you
husbands
people
say?
not seeing that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
big
mean,
bottom.
okay, I have seen those things.
Yeah, normally, as soon as you get, like, I don't, in my culture, in Benin culture, as soon as you get married, you throw all your skirt, gown away. You start wearing, we call it boba wrapper, not two wrapper.
Yeah.
This two wrapper is level by level.
Yeah.
Young couple married, then you wear boba wrapper, you use your traditional dress to sew long skirt with blouse, you wear that, you tie your hair, but civilization, everybody's so now we are allowed. Even before I left home, marriage people wear skirt, wear jeans. It's modern. They are modernizing us.
Well, for me, I think there's nothing
civilization.
indecent. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
There's nothing indecent if there's nothing wrong if they can cover their bodies properly.
No,
whether it's trouser or whatever you are wearing, but
Yeah.
you can cover properly.
Yes.
But to stigmatize or to limit the
Expose.
married, no, to limit the married woman to just only tie in the wrapper. If you don't tie the wrapper, doesn't mean I'm not married.
No.
So, but even though it looks decent,
It's
I
our
think
tradition. Let's maintain it.
It's our
Well, let's keep it. We have to keep our tradition. The Northerners keep their tradition. We must keep our tradition. Forget about this education that is confusing a lot of them. Anytime that is confusing a lot of them, then they abandon where you are coming from, which can trigger the wrath of God. That thing that can trigger the wrath of God. I'm against it totally.
Traditional marriage. But now you can differentiate. I'm dressed like this. But when man see my hand, then this shows I'm married.
Oh.
it
The
is true.
ring that shows the difference.
Yeah, that's
But
different.
before there were no ring. It was just they put money in your
Exactly.
head. Finish.
And,
But now,
and this time
the
of
ring-
these two wrappers in the hot afternoon,
Yeah.
you can imagine the heat our mothers must have gone through.
Oh,
Never.
And
It's
when they are-
starting.
and
It's
when they-
starting.
and when they
It is
are
starting.
undergoing their
So most of them
menopause,
don't feel
this thing is just inconveniencing them.
Never, never.
It's light.
Ask me, and I'm hearing it. Let me
very
tell you.
light.
Let me tell you the benefit of two rappers. We Igbos were. There was a child birth in China one
Yeah,
time. Maybe
yeah.
I have said it before.
Yeah.
this woman was impromptu gave birth to on the street.
Yeah.
They did because they wear pants and trousers like that.
Yeah.
They could not, cover this baby with anything.
Yeah.
How can you take my trousers to cover baby now? But in Africa, when a woman, something that happens in the market, you won't believe it. How smart these African women are. They'll cover it. Things that were meant to be hidden. People expose them because they think that now it's civilized. That civilized that will lead your soul to hell. Forget about it. So they use wrapper to cover a woman who's giving birth on the street.
Okay.
You will never see them.
Yeah.
This is the benefit of it. When your fellow woman is in some, you give one and they still have one.
Yeah.
This wrapper is the best thing all the women, the whole world is supposed to be wearing. Let me introduce you. These 2 wrappers, two, not 1, 2, like this. Wrap it and then give a nice shape.
Yeah,
Well, that is why now they do it slit and cover. That is why they sew the
way why people are also adopting our tradition.
Yes, it's
so
true.
we also can adopt their own.
My own is good. My own is good.
We throw away the bad ones.
Exactly.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What is
Well,
wrong
Most
with
of
them?
them to
Let
adopt
me
it
give
blindly.
the last topic on this issue. When it comes to sexual relationship, in the European law, you don't force your wife to have sexual intercourse. I mean, with even though that's your wife. So when she says no, that is no. It has to be respected. But in African law, is it also the same?
What? It's not the same
not
as
the
all. An African wife will go and tell policeman that my husband just raped you. He will say, how many years have you married? He say, okay, we have been married for 20 years. And now, he raped you.
Your husband is raping
He raped you today.
Rapist today. Your husband talk to rapist today.
After 20 years.
Please, I tell you, no, go and sort it
Please,
out.
madam.
Go and sort it out.
This is family business. But white land is not like that. Even if you know the man for 50 years and he still force you have right to say he rape you and he will go that.
There is no rape in African marriage.
Yeah.
No, there is no rape. Your husband can even beat you because of it. You can't do anything.
Even back home, when you are being married, your own mother would advise you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never you say no to your husband.
Bible say it too. Bible say that you have to satisfy them. Only we Africans sometimes we believe that.
Never you say no. Even when
That's what Bible says. Satisfy your husband.
no, even when you are not comfortable.
You are
Yes.
sick.
Yeah.
You have
Yes.
headache.
Because
Under agreement.
But let me tell you,
Under
if you
agreement.
say no to your husband, then
You are
you are
stabbing
giving
him.
him a ticket to go out.
Out.
Oh, so it's because of
You
fear.
want to do
No,
everything
it's
here.
not fear.
Not
No,
even
it's
fear.
because of fear.
Not even
You don't
fear.
want him to go out.
And you
But
know,
if a
back
man wants to
home,
go out,
He
he
will
go
still
out.
go out.
we pay diary.
Yeah.
A man pays
I
diary
bought your
to
body,
marry.
so-
So he feels he has
Your
every
bo-
right over
Your body
you.
belongs to him.
That's why we need to stop the dowry.
How can you stop
We need to
it?
stop it
Yeah.
so that you stop buying me.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw your
So you are
property.
not a property.
Exactly.
So what you are,
It's
the
not
question
by
you asked my
misunderstanding,
sister,
it's the culture.
in African context,
There's no
there's no
rape.
rape.
Yeah.
There's no
Mostly
rape.
between husband and
And
wife.
wife, yeah.
Where is it coming
That's
from?
what we are talking about
Yeah.
between husband and wife.
Yeah,
There is
there's
no
no
rape.
rape.
What I
Even if he forced you,
There's
What-
no
what-
way.
there is no
I
rape.
best- what
and
I-
what she says, you can't even imagine going to your mother or your father or your
say it.
sister to say it.
My
Okay.
husband is raping me.
And if it becomes, let's say if he does it once or twice, but if it becomes regular, then it
how
is,
can
Get
he's-
used to it. You are just.
Whether
It
you
is
like
terrible,
it or not,
honestly
you have to
speaking.
accept it.
You have no person to complain to anymore.
No.
It's terrible.
You don't even have the mouth to go to your mother and say, Mama,
Your mother
my
says, shut
husband
up. Go away.
raped me. Your mother will ask you,
What is rape?
what is rape?
What? I think most African.
God have mercy.
Most African women, what I think, I don't know.
May God help
I
us.
didn't do research to say this, but what I think most African women don't really have much interest in sleeping here and just like that. Most of that's what I say. I say I'm not doing research. Yeah. Most of the times you see them, they go for childbearing. Yeah. Childbearing, because when you go from the mother will go. You must have as many children as you like. Yeah. If you deny your husband, how can you get a child? Because you are going to get children from by going there. That's why even sometimes you see some hated women who have plenty children. How do they? When it comes to that, the man will try to be a little, whether he close his eyes or whatever, I don't know. But you know, yeah.
But that is different than a drunk man. A woman who get married to a drunk man. After you have drinking every night, he will come and be putting his swallow on this woman.
You know how to defend yourself. You know how to defend yourself there.
Yeah.
You must find your way out.
Yeah. That was. Yeah. You will write to your family and say, because my husband is always asking me for this every night. Now I don't want to marry this man anymore.
No divorce.
Who will join you? Who is going to support you?
Not divorce.
Then is he not giving you food?
Not divorce.
He's giving me food. No. He's buying you clothes. He's buying me clothes.
What again do you
He's doing everything.
That you will give out.
What again do you need?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I know. You know, women we always have our way out. When their husband always come back, you find you know how to handle him.
Today the place is
you know how to handle him.
Ladies, this has been the discussion for today, and I believe that if we have more time, we will discuss more and more and more. Yeah, but in the case of sometimes when a woman is divorced from the African homes, you know, they only give her one box to go. Yeah. But here in Europe, it is a woman who will own the house. Yes. It is a man that will carry his luggage and get away.
Exactly.
What to start with.
You know, the man will carry the petmeto and leave.
Because that is our tradition.
It's also our tradition. But in any case, excuse me, here, for instance, a woman has, let me say, 2 or 3 children. Yeah. And divorce. Yeah, the woman can't just go on the street and live with the case. Okay. You know? So, but in Africa also, she has given birth to grown up to 3 or 4 kids. Yeah. And when they divorce her, then
they collect the children. They collect the children from her.
They collect the children from her.
Some of them they don't.
No, they collect children from the woman normal.
Oh, really?
They take the children. No, you don't take your children to your husband's. No, from where you come from, you can't take your children away from your husband's house. Oh, they collect the children, take care of the children, and then you have your hope that when children grow up, they will bring you back.
Oh,
yes.
But that is not fair for the mother.
And when
you have more right to the children.
Instead of them to kill you there, then
it depends. It depends on
they don't take the children. And so if you go away with your child or your children,
you can't train alone.
Yes, you have to
no alimony.
Where come from?
To take care of your children. I took care of my own children. My husband didn't take care of the children because of divorce.
Okay.
No, where I come from, they collect the children.
Yeah, it depends. On every home.
We collect because the children belong to the family.
The reason is
but you're the one who decided to take your children, or your husband said
I took my children away.
Okay, you took your children.
Yeah, then. I have to, because who is there? There's nobody there. He alone is there, so there's nobody there to take care of the child for me. Okay. And I don't want.
That's when family that's when family comes in.
It depends. Yeah. It depends. Some women.
But the mother was there.
And because of hatred, sometimes you know, because no woman will stay in a marriage and just walk away if there is no fire.
Yes.
Then because of something, that is why the woman walk away. Yeah. So if maybe your case is right and he doesn't want, some men don't apologize.
Yeah.
You know, so when you walk away,
African men don't apologize.
Not all of them.
Igbo men don't apologize. That is their way.
Then they use that
no, Igbo men say no.
Don't apologize on you. They forget that it affects the children. So they thought they are punishing you. Then your child, they are punishing their own children. So when the children grow up, they don't know you. So if the mother doesn't intervene, or if the mother is not a good Christian, you will not allow even the children to come to you, the man. No, you lose everything.
Then they will marry another woman that will be maltreating your child. Yeah. Well, you see our tradition whereby white people have right. Either the man take the child, the woman pay child support, or the woman take the child.
Because she's working.
Depends on who is right. Who fought for. Depends on the situation.
It depends. Yeah.
If the woman is capable of taking care of her own child, you take your child. The man pay child support. You stay in the house. the man will go and rent house, go and look for another house.
Yeah, sometimes too, the man that don't have even a place to go, so they end up being on the street. Then they become drunkards or drug addicts and all those things. And that one too is not good, because if your son is there, if you see your son in that situation, you will not like it. So they have to do something about that too. They have to find a place for they have to find a place for the men to.
For me, I don't think that is good. You know, I don't think that is good. You just kick the man away and then he goes on the street.
No. If
that be your child, would you like it?
I saw one.
Nice.
I saw
but
one.
That is what
women have to be careful too.
Do.
That
is the way white tradition kick man away. Go in the street. It's the same with our tradition. Our husband kick us away. Look, it's the same.
Look. No. In Africa, you don't go to the street. Look, after you enter your father, you go to your father's, your husband's family. You have to go back to your father.
If you don't have any family,
I saw.
If your father don't have a house, your father is living in one apartment.
Where were you before you were married? Where were you?
Maybe I was renting a house.
Okay,
I was working. Now I'm no longer working because I'm having baby.
They will make you stop working. If you stop working now, then they start misbehaving. If you excuse me to say, to buy pad, if you have to kneel down and beg for money to buy pad.
No,
well, it depends.
What I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say is, what is wrong. What is wrong is wrong. It's matter of understanding between, you know, both mother-in-law, father-in-law, husband and sister and children, whoever.
Yeah, whether the husband kicks you out or you kick the husband out, both sides is not good.
Yeah,
exactly.
The person suffers emotionally. Suffers really emotionally.
That's why people must have the fear of God.
Fear of God.
They must have and allow God to be in their marriage. If you don't invite God in your marital relationship, then you are heading to doom already.
Because you know, everybody marries for life. That is what marriage is meant for. Marriage for life. But at times there are tribulation in the family, and at a certain stage you can't handle it. Then you will look for a way out. If it is an abusive marriage, no matter how Christian like you are, nobody will advise you to stay there.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But our tradition is good in a way.
Excuse me. Or your husband is a drunkard. Yeah. At the end of the month, he will use the money
and gamble and drink.
Whereas you have kids at home, he's not providing. Nobody will advise you to stay. Because here they will go for marriage counseling. Back home, we don't have marriage counseling. What we normally do, we go to our parents.
Some families come to talk about.
That's what I mean. You go to our parents.
And you go to elders as well.
Parents will come and
chief's house to go and discuss.
Exactly.
That's when the family come together again.
Yeah. It's either they try to, keep up the marriage by going to marriage counseling, or they say, no, this marriage is not workable. Then you divorce. But in each way, it's not good because it affects the children negatively. The children will grow up without their mother or without their father. And just as you said, maybe the man will marry another wife. If you leave the children there, they will start maltreating the children. Because back home, what she says, some family will take the children from you, whether you like it or not. They will collect the children from you. Whereas some family will say, okay, you take the children. When they grow up, they will look for their father.
And you take care of the children means now you must go and take good care and take care of the children alone. And the man doesn't pay any child support. Child support.
Some good people does. When maybe it doesn't give money to feed, but you know they have children. When it's time for school fees, they will say, go and meet your father. It's time for school fees.
But let me tell you, I have seen it and I've seen it around within the family. She divorced the husband. Why? Because this man was so abusive, both physically and emotionally.
Wow, that one is terrible.
Family stepped in.
Hey, domestic violence.
Everything, no way.
Yes.
And the family, instead of you to die, come out.
Exactly.
And she left with the keys. The keys were just like this. I'm telling you, these children grew up without getting any sense from their father. He didn't even come around to say, how do you do? It's not that the woman is telling them not to go to your father until when these children grew up.
Really?
So when they grew up, he came.
Yeah. He came to demand here, really?
Yeah, he came.
Papa, we will insult you now.
He came demanding the children.
Sometimes they are lucky. Eh?
Came demanding the children. And you know what happened? The oldest daughter was to marry. Let me say he was lucky. And the family-in-law said they want to know
The father.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't also want to marry the lady without knowing
The
the
father.
father.
Yes.
So I would say that marriage make them to come together. You know? So this woman refused actually. Said she did everything all alone.
Yeah.
She trained the children and now he wants to come and collect the big marriage diary.
Yeah, exactly.
She refused. But family also came in, pleaded. It's his right.
Nonsense.
Yeah, and this you are saying, this you are saying, this is not tradition, eh? This is not tradition, this is a way of life. Why do you think people pay child support? People do this because there is law guiding it. But in Africa, there is no law.
That's what I meant by
So
culture.
if there's no
Right?
law
That
here,
is our law.
no, it's not. Yeah, it's a
Yes,
way
it's our law.
culture.
That's what I'm telling you.
Our tradition is our law.
It's culture. As a woman,
That is
probably
not. There's
I
no
grew
culture
up
will say a
in
man not
Igbo.
to take care of
No,
his children.
I'm telling you.
Individual. When you say culture, means
No, I mean when the
things
marriage.
we
I mean
do
the
together.
marriage side.
But what if the individual does? That is not culture.
No. That one is not culture for him not to take care of his
My culture
children.
does not tell us not to take care
No,
of
that's
our
what I'm telling
children.
you. That one is not culture for him not to take care of
that
the
is not
children.
culture.
But for the marriage, the family of the
I know
woman
one
can
girl,
never
the father
take
didn't-
the
the father didn't
dairy.
take care
I think
of
I don't know
her.
in your
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
In my place,
Yeah.
whether he contributed or not, when the girls are to marry,
Also with white
I know
people.
one girl.
Also
the
with
father
European
didn't-
people.
One moment, eh?
Also with European people, there are some European men worse than African men.
of course.
Then this guy
You get
said,
good and
"So
bad
father is the
everywhere."
uncle
Yeah,
who took care of
exactly.
me."
Okay, let us speak.
It's my uncle who took care of me.
Yes.
The father was at the marriage very well, but all the things they brought, he said they should give it to the uncle.
It's
They
your,
are not good.
it's
They
your
are not-
system. In
No,
Igbo system,
it's
it's not
the
like
girl's
that.
demand. He said the father didn't take care of me.
But she cannot say that in Igbo land.
You have no right to speak.
No, she
cannot
has
say-
right.
No,
It
no,
is-
I'm
you,
in Igbo
you
land.
are afraid. It's
Yeah.
because you are afraid. You are thinking she has no right. She has right.
No,
In
in
Igbo land.
Igbo culture,
Please,
she can
what
never.
are you talking
she
about?
can-
We all are Igbo now.
Yes, she can
She has
stand
the
up
right
and tell them
to say who
the
to
father
give the
will not
birth.
take the what do you call it, the marriage
First
bride.
prize.
Oh, that was
He told the
before, but
father.
now she can do
He told
that.
the
Maybe
father,
now.
He said, no, you didn't take care of me. So you want to suspend the
Things are changing like that.
until I finish
Okay.
university.
Well,
To take
Nowadays, you don't
it
even
was
need
rather the
father or
uncle
mother.
who
You
said,
see,
"Oh, no,"
people
so
just
the
go
cloth
to
they
court,
brought,
get
So
married.
the uncle gave the cloth
It's
to the
even
girl.
more value than the traditional
but
marriage we are
listen,
doing.
our traditional marriage gives you respect.
Exactly.
That's what's
No,
Exactly.
court marriage is the best.
No, wait.
Go to
They are
forget.
changing it now with their torn
Court
trousers.
marriage is, let me say, Oyibo system.
Yeah.
Let me say 20, 40, 50 years ago. Maybe there is also
Court marriage, yes.
But you know, when I was at home, before you take a woman to the altar,
You must do the
Catholic church,
traditional one.
You must do traditional
Even till now,
marriage.
even till now.
Everywhere.
Yeah, up till now.
Without
In Ghana,
traditional
do the same
marriage,
thing.
without
You have to
traditional
do the
marriage,
traditional,
you
yeah.
It's not
can't
valid.
take that woman
To court,
Yeah.
to church,
Oh,
to church.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but nowadays you can blow the traditional.
No,
marriage.
it's not, it doesn't.
And that's what they're doing now.
It's not the same.
That's what they're doing. They're just Appian way.
No, because I
listen,
married traditionally, and then I married in the church,
Yeah.
and then I married
The court
legally
way.
here,
Yeah.
and I married in the court, me alone, 4.
I don't know in your system. Yeah? I don't know in your system. In my system,
You do the
if
traditional.
you
Ghana,
if you
do
don't
the
do
traditional.
that, what do you call it, traditional marriage?
Yes,
if
tradition.
it happens, God forbid, that woman dies.
You vomit
The man
everything.
cannot say
Now there you go marry the
Traditional
woman
marriage.
before they bury
They
the
will do
woman.
it all right.
Before you bury that woman,
You will do
have
the
to
traditional
do that.
marriage.
Because
You
it
do
has
it.
happened in my family.
Yeah, it's very
Igbo culture,
important.
Igbo
No,
culture.
It has happened to
all
a
over
cousin
Nigeria.
of mine.
It's very important.
Yeah,
All
the
tradition.
husband just took her, let me put it that way, and they made children. Unfortunately,
She died.
she died. And when she died, big problem.
They remember that she was not married.
Yeah.
She was kept in the mortuary more than 6 months.
No, they remember now that the man didn't marry her.
Yeah, because the man was
The owner will come out.
as he was coming for the children. The wife is still at the mortuary.
Can you imagine that?
Then they told him, no. First of all, you come and marry her.
Yeah, my tradition.
Bury
too, they
her.
do it.
Then
Oh,
when
they
you
didn't
marry-
give
Yeah.
him the children. The children does
No,
not belong
and what
to
of the corpse? The corpse must be
First of
buried
all,
now.
the
first
dead
of all, you
woman.
have to marry her.
Yeah, our tradition
Then
they
you have
do
to
it.
marry her. When you are marrying her, then you marry the children at the same time.
They check the children.
Yeah.
Eh?
Then after, then you come and bury her. Traditionally also.
Yeah.
Then you have the right to your kiss.
Otherwise,
It's
forget
in our
about them.
place too, when you don't marry the person before the person dies, the woman dies, you have to marry the woman.
This is Africa.
Especially if you have children, you
Yeah.
have to
Because
marry
he
her.
has
In
children
death.
with him, yeah.
You have
But
to
the
do
one, the man wants to.
traditional marriage.
But
Yeah.
do you know why they were very hard on him? When she was alive, they have told him several times, come
and
Marry.
pay the bed
give
bride.
her respect.
Yes.
Yeah, give her respect because it's a respect in our tradition.
Yeah.
Because if you are
Everybody.
in the village, the other women will be scolding you out. You are listening. Nobody paid your bride
Yeah.
price.
Right.
You are
Yes.
just
Yeah.
listening. But this man neglected every advice given to him, and unfortunately,
And the Igbo mothers, they know how to really segregate. When it comes to this, they know how to really,
but they really-
make
they
the
really
woman.
peppered
If they
him.
didn't marry you properly, the Igbo mothers
Yeah.
know how to make that person feel
exactly
it.
that's
Feel
why
it.
Because
I don't want to feel it.
when they are sharing things and they,
Yeah.
women, they will not share to that woman.
No, you won't even, you're not allowed
She
to
will
come
not
there. You're
even
supposed to
come
not
out.
to come at all.
Can
You
you
stay
imagine?
far.
She can't come out and
Yeah,
talk.
you stay far.
But then it will be
So
good
if
for
you know they
to
didn't do
live.
your own daughter's stone, when they do, you stay far. You don't even go there. Stay far. So
Wow.
But anyway, this
Well, that has
this
been
is a
it.
vast topic. Anyway,
Exactly.
if
We
I'm
have
going to
enjoyed
talk
it.
about it's
Haven't
quite
we enjoyed it?
we did.
I think we
Just-
are
this is
going to
so interesting.
discuss more on this topic because
Yes,
I feel that we did not exhaust it. But that will
No.
be
The
for
next
another
time,
one.
because we
The
need to
ne-
go-
yeah, the next time we are going to discuss will be on how to stop mother-in-laws from pokudosim.
From both sides.
Yeah, mother-in-laws from pokudosim.
See,
Amen.
look at me.
Yeah, the thing is from
From both sides, yeah. Not my mother-in-law.
So we want to thank
Tomorrow
everyone
I
of you
become
who have
mother-in-law
listened
to
to us.
somebody.
We want to thank all of you who have listened to this broadcast, and it has been a very wonderful
Indeed.
time. Thank you so much. Once again, these beautiful panelists,
Thank you,
these
Jesus.
mothers, God bless all of you.
Thank you.
God bless you too.
Wow.
Thank
So-
you, Jesus.
For
Yes.
giving us the opportunity to
Yeah.
speak on
To
this
speak,
topic.
yes.
Thank
Speak
you.
our
Very,
lives.
very
It's a very
important.
sensitive topic anyway.
Yes.
Because there are some people in the marriage, at least in our own culture,
Yes.
the marriage is dead,
Yeah.
but because of the respect for their family,
Yeah.
they stay on.
Amen.
Ah.
Amen.
Ah.
So thank you. We hope that we will continue with this discussion. And those of you who are our international viewers, God also bless you wonderfully. I want to say bye-bye to every one of you and keep watching Majesty
wonderful
Christian.
way for you.
Yes.
Thank
Majesty
you.
Christian Television Network. We
Yes,
see
sir.
you again and bye for now.
Bye.